Hey guys, today I'm going to show you 3 basic card tricks that are used in almost every card magic trick out there. Now first of all, before we do anything, it's important to get the right cards. You don't want to get cheap plastic cards like that kind of stuff. These are cheap plastic cards and they just don't work well for card magic. What you want to get is cards made of paper, and one of the best and most well-known brand is Bicycle. Bicycle cards are also air coated. They have an air cushion finish, which means they really glide against each other, and it's really nice for doing fans and other kind of stuff. Okay, the first thing you want to learn is how to keep a break. Okay, what's a break? Well, it's pretty easy. When somebody chooses a card, a random card out of a pack of cards, in this case we're going to take the Jack of Diamonds. You're going to put back this top part of the pack back on this card, the Jack of Diamond, but as you do so, look at my pinky here. My pinky, the flesh of my pinky is kind of protruding. See, and as I put the card on top, my pinky is going to keep what we call a break. Now, of course, from behind it's really obvious that I'm keeping a break, but if you actually switch the cards from the front, especially if you square the cards, there's no way anybody can actually notice. And don't worry, people can't even imagine that you can actually keep a break. But your break is there, and that makes it really easy to control your card to the top. How can you do that? Well, when you're cutting the cards, that's a very classic cut here. I'm going to keep my break, and the bottom part I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to cut the cards a second time. This time, you see, making sure to pick up that bottom part and put it on top. And what do you know? We've got the Jack on top. Okay, so really basic thing, keeping a break. You want to do it with the flesh of your pinky, and don't overdo it, right? If you really overdo it, people are going to see it from the front, or the cards are really going to be at an angle, so it's going to be kind of easy to see there's something going on. But if you keep it kind of subtle, there's no way people are going to figure that out. Okay, the second thing is to jog a card, what we call in card magic in jog control. So for example, let's say we have the Jack here, and we ask somebody to put it back in the middle of the pack, and instead of putting the top half of the pack of cards on top, we're actually going to shuffle the cards right away. But what you want to do is the first card here, with your thumb of the left hand, you're going to take that one and jog that card, meaning you're going to keep some space. So you see that? The 8 of spade is actually protruding from the back, and you're simply going to shuffle the rest of the cards on top in kind of a sloppy way. You don't want to be too fancy about the way you actually put the cards. The important thing is that you have your break here, which because of the jogged card. So as you reach with your right hand to shuffle the cards one more time, look at that. I'm simply going to push the card with my right thumb, and I'm going to shuffle them again, just like this, and boom, put the rest of the cards on top, and once again, I've got my Jack of Diamonds on top. Another variation of the jogged card is, and it's one of my favorite one, is you have your Jack here, and instead of simply going with your thumb and getting one jogged card, what you're going to do is simply drop the pack of cards at an angle, like this. You don't want to do it straight, you want to do it at an angle, and you're going to drop right like this. Now I did it a little bit too squared, so you want to make sure you drop the cards approximately like this at an angle, and what that does is it's going to create a natural break. Nobody's going to notice it. Now from that time, what you can do is basically keep the cards in your hand, talk, you know, you just basically go ahead with your little story behind the trick or whatever, and when you're ready, you shuffle the cards. So you just push that one with your thumb, and you're just going to shuffle the cards, and there you go. You've got your jack. Okay, and the last trick I'm going to talk to you guys is one of the most crucial tricks you're going to use and that you really have to learn well. And that is called a double lift. And as the name implies, you're going to lift 2 cards. So not 1, but 2. Now to do a double lift, you need to be familiar with the break. We've already talked about how to keep a break with your pinky. So what you want to do is you keep 2 cards on top and you keep a break, just like that. And usually with your left thumb, you're going to press down on the cards so that it doesn't show at the front, just this way. So as you can see, now I have my break and I have 2 cards on top. And what you want to do is to show to the person to whom you're doing the trick, you want to show these 2 cards as one. And here's the way to do it. You're gonna, and I think that's the easiest way and the safest way to do it is with your thumb and your middle finger. You're gonna pull these 2 cards, and with the left thumb, it's gonna act as a kind of a lever, and you're gonna turn the cards. Now I'm doing it very slowly here. Square them up, keep your break again, very important, and you're gonna show that card. You want to make sure the cards are squared. If they're not, it's kind of easy to see that there are 2 cards in there. So if your cards are square, there's no way they're going to notice. So once your cards are square like that, you show, okay, that's my top card. You pick up your card again at the break, and you do the same thing. Now don't go too fast. You don't want to look suspicious or anything, you know, but you know, you do it casually, relaxed, and they're never going to notice. And after that, you can do basically whatever you want. You know, now they really firmly believe that the top card is the 8 of spade, when actually the top card is your jack, right? But what you can do is you can tell them, okay, now I want you to take the 8 of spade and put it anywhere in the deck. They're going to put it somewhere, and then you can pretend you're doing some kind of magic move, and boom, the 8 of spade is back on top. Okay guys, so once again, we've looked at the break, we've looked at jog control, and we've looked at double lifts. These are 3 of the most important tricks that you're going to learn, especially in the beginning stages of card magic. So really learn these well. Lots of websites, lots of videos on the web are dedicated to these tricks. So if you're not sure exactly how to do them, or if there's something that wasn't really clear in that video, simply Google or search on YouTube how to keep a break, how to jog a card, and so on, and you'll see a lot of information. So I hope that was useful to you guys, and thanks for watching.